You are listening to Productivity Straight Talk with your host, Amber De La Garza. Amber is a sought-after productivity coach, trainer, speaker, and writer who gives entrepreneurs the straight talk on personal productivity. No BS, fluff, or overused jargon. Just actionable strategies to get results and succeed in business. And here is your host, Amber De La Garza, the Productivity Specialist.
Welcome and thank you for listening to Productivity Straight Talk. Today is episode 220, Cleaning the Slate for a Fresh Start. If you're a business owner who wants to improve your time management and elevate your productivity so you can maximize profits, reduce stress, and make time for what matters most, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you've joined me. Today, we're going to be diving into the topic of cleaning the slate for the fresh start that is fast approaching at the first of the year. Before we jump into today's content, I want to make sure that you know that you are invited to join me for my Business Blueprint Full Day Workshop. Join us on January 3rd for the Business Blueprint Full Day Workshop, where you'll plan your year in a day and go into 2022 with a clear, actionable plan for your business. This full day workshop will take you step by step by step, how to plan your entire year for you, your team, how to achieve your goals, how to create time off, how to identify what skill set gaps you have, what team gaps you have, what other resources are needed for you to hit your goals in 2022. You'll walk away with what projects you and your team are going to be working on. So much clarity. So often we don't move effectively towards achieving our goals because we just don't have the clarity of how we're going to get there. I want you to join me so that we can create your blueprint for your business in 2022. If you're interested and you want to learn more and join us, you can head on over to amberdelagarza.com/business blueprint. And now let's get to the straight talk. Cleaning the slate for a fresh start. I just want to first start with some history, some background. Where does the saying clean slate come from? It comes from the slate boards we used to use in schools. The expression is used figuratively from the mid-19th century. A fresh start, another chance at wiping out old offenses or debts. This idiom often appears as wipe the slate clean. This expression alludes to the slate boards on which schoolwork or tavern bills were recorded in easily wipe-off chalkboards. Since 1850 or so, the term has been used figuratively and has long outlived the practice of writing on slate. All right, that's a little history for you. So what are we doing today? We are talking all about cleaning the slate to start fresh in 2022. Before we jump into how and what things we should be looking at around cleaning the slate, I want to share with you a simple framework that I use in my business and I use with my clients time and time again. I call this the feedback loop. And the feedback loop can really be applied to any area of your business or life. Here's how it goes. 3 powerful questions that you're going to ask yourself. And what I want you to do is ask yourself these 3 powerful questions in your business to gain clarity. The first question you're going to use is, what is not working? And this is really, really powerful because this ultimately answers the question of, what should I stop doing? What should the business no longer be doing because it's not in alignment with your goals, because it no longer serves you, because it is not getting a return on the time, energy, financial investment that you are investing currently into it? Question number 3 is, what is working? Again, a simple but powerful question because we often jump to the third question. What could work? What do I want to start? But let's take it back to what is working. What is working? And if you answer that, really, there's a lot of gold there because 1, you're putting it forefront of mind, right in front of you saying, this is what is working in my business. And now you have the choice to double down on that. What if there is like one marketing strategy that's outperforming all else? Unless you ask the question, what is working, and have an honest conversation with yourself and your team, you may try a new marketing endeavor without ever really realizing that all you need to do is recommit to that marketing and or double down. So first and foremost, you always want to know what is working, which leads me to the third question, which I just alluded to, which is what could work? This is where you get the ideas, you vet opportunities. This is where you're going to start something new in your business. And this is generally where most business owners start and end. They never create the space that is needed to truly, truly go after those new opportunities or to start a new idea because they haven't cleaned the slate and identified what is not working. What am I going to let go of so that I can add in something else that could possibly work? What am I going to let go of so that I can double down on the areas in which I've identified are really working in the business? And so that's what we're going to be talking about today, is cleaning the slate so that you can go into 2022 with more space, more mental space, more space on your calendar, more resources and time with your team. We really want to clean the slate so that as you're creating your goals and making your plan for 2022, you're starting with that fresh slate and creating an opportunity to really focus and potentially make your new idea very successful because you can give it the time, energy, and attention that's needed because you've let go of other things that are not serving you or your business. So here's a few places you can start cleaning the slate so you can start fresh. I want you to consciously decide that you are not taking this, whatever this is for you, into 2022. This is super powerful to proactively and decisively say, I am leaving this. I am not taking this into 2022. Do not bring your baggage into 2022 and think that you're going to be able to grow your business with less stress, with ease, with simplicity, if you keep dragging your baggage year after year with you. All right. I'm going to be running down some ideas here just to get your juices flowing, but I really want you to make this exercise customized and unique to yourself. I'm going to be sharing with you some areas of your business that you could possibly leave behind. How about projects? Either, honestly, projects with particular clients that the writing is on the wall. They are not an ideal fit. This is dragging you down, your team down. It's energy draining. Maybe you decisively say, I'm cutting ties with a particular client or a relationship with a client and not bringing that into 2022. Or, while I'm on this topic, you could say, okay, this is my client. We're almost to the finish line. This particular client, Jane Doe, I will finish out of integrity and being, good with my word. But what Jane Doe represents, maybe you're committing to never taking on a client that is like Jane Doe. And that's powerful. That is so powerful to stand in your own and be decisive and absolutely know that you are not going to be taking that type of client with you in 2022. But let's go back to projects. We have so many projects in our businesses. The projects that when we do, it's working on our business, it's growing our business, it's refining processes, it's refining the way we deliver our services, it's projects for marketing. Sometimes there are so many ideas and projects that are half-assed started. And maybe you have so many projects that are up on your board that the project idea once inspired you and got you so excited about the opportunity, and yet now it's just weighing you down. That right now it doesn't feel like the right time to actually move forward on that project. And that's okay. But you can decisively say, I'm not taking that with me. Actually, I'm not going to look at this again until 2023 or till Q4 of 2022. Being really decisive with what is right in front of you and the priorities of the projects that you take on can be a game changer in your stress level. How about looking at your processes? Are there processes, things that you've done that you've always done, that if you actually look at it, realize that's not something you want to take into the new year? When I used to do corporate consulting, I would work on efficiency and processes and business systems. And part of that was that I would sit with each of the employees and I would ask them, what do they do? What are their responsibilities? And really dive into how the departments work, how they work together, what are the roles? And I would ask questions like, well, why do you do that? And I often got the answer, because we've always done it. Because the person before me in this role did it, so I just do it. And that was a key indicator that there is opportunity to evaluate, is it actually working? Is it doing the thing that it's supposed to do? For example, I would hear it say about reports. I would say, okay, so who do you send these reports to? What are the reports saying? How often are you doing these reports? Do you know why you're doing these reports? For example. And then I would actually go and meet with the people the reports go to. And I would ask them, how do you utilize these reports? Now, these reports back then, right, we're talking about a decade or more ago, were not always the simplest reports to create. There was a lot of manual processes and tracking and things like that. And so then I would go to the person receiving the report and I would ask, how often do you look at this? What is it telling you? Does it feel like it's helping you with making decisions in your role? And so often I would hear, yeah, I get that email. I just delete it. Like I really don't look at it. I don't have time to look at it. Okay. And that's from one core issue of no one being willing to ask what's working, what's not working, right? Who gets this and is it still valuable to them? And in those moments, we can really reclaim a lot of time if what was once serving the business is no longer serving the business, and you ask the question, what's not working, you can uncover a lot of time, energy, and resources that can be reallocated towards other opportunities in your business. Next, how about communication? Is there a communication with team members, communication with your partner in your business, communication with vendors or your clients that is not serving you? It doesn't make you feel excited and joyful about your business? Take an audit. What do you not want to take into 2022? How about you take a look at your offerings, your services, how you serve your clients and the packages? Is there a way in which you serve your clients that does not light you up? Is there a way in which you serve your clients that is not profitable? These are really key questions to ask. And if you ask them and get an honest answer, now you need to decide you're stopping it. You're not going to take it into 2022. And by identifying an offering that you no longer want to offer, you can either be simplifying your business model or have the opportunity and the mental bandwidth to think of another way in which you want to serve your clients. It's truly magic. How about company culture? What does it look like with your team? What does it feel like with your team? How are you interacting and communicating and collaborating and working together? If that is not working for you, choose something different. How about physical clutter in your office space, right? You may have normalized the piles of paper and the clutter in your work environment, but if that is not really setting yourself up for working your best and being your most productive self, choose to clean the slate. Do a deep dive cleaning and organization in your office. I keep a pretty clean office, but every year I just love doing a deep clean, like touching all the files and all the papers. It just feels so good to get everything cleaned up and starting fresh for the new year. I can also say that's true for your digital clutter. I go through personally, this is just like, I'll just laugh. Like part of my therapy, I guess. Like it soothes me to go in and look at our digital organization and be like, okay, what can I purge? What can I clean out? What needs to be restructured? Really doing a one-time reset every year. So while the entire team keeps our digital organization really up to speed for the year, right? We're all organized in the way that we name things and we file things and the organizational structure. But sometimes our businesses change. And so I love looking at, okay, so what's the file folder structure? Does that still serve us? Does it seem like it's intuitive? Does it still work for the team? And I'll schedule a few hours just to get in there and clean it all up before the new year. How about task list clutter? Now, I was talking about letting go of these big projects that don't serve you, but what about your task list? Is your task list bloated? Like you just keep adding and adding and adding to it. You never get done what it is that you thought you could get done in a day or a week, and it becomes heavy. Oftentimes you can go through your task list and choose, I'm delegating this. I'm deleting this. This no longer actually needs to be done. And just doing that exercise of cutting the clutter off of your task list will help create more focus in your days and your weeks, and certainly going into 2022. How about taking a look at your schedule, your routines? What is not working? What are you no longer going to do? You know, you could work 7 days a week, 16 hours a day, and still not get done with your to-do list. Like that's pretty much a true fact. And so if you're waiting for the day that you are caught up on your task list and caught up with serving your clients and caught up in your projects, one, you may be out of business. And I say that lovingly, meaning we are entrepreneurs and business owners. We're always thinking of new things. And as long as we're in business, we're always creating new things that need to happen. So why think that way? Why think when I get caught up, when the task list is almost done or done, then I can take a Friday afternoon off. When something else happens, then I'll stop working weekends, right? Really, this is your opportunity to decide what is working and not working for you. And I want you to determine, what are you not going to do in your schedule anymore? Maybe this is a meeting or recurring meetings or anything else that you see recurring on your schedule. I want you to ask, what's not working? Say no to it and don't take it into 2022. All right, I'm going to close out with this last one. Negative energy. Now, negative energy can be coming from your clients or a team member, or maybe it's just a really hard conversation that you've been putting off for some time. I'm going to encourage you not to take that. Clear the slate. And I say this delicately because so often we normalize the interactions with clients and or our team members. But if you pause and ask yourself, how do I feel when I leave working with this person? How do I leave feeling when I've just gotten done having a conversation with this person? And if it doesn't feel great, I want you to really consider, do you want to take that relationship into 2022? So we talked about client relationships earlier, but two is our team members. And they may be amazing at their job, or they may be subpar at their job, but they've just been around for a long time. Have you really asked yourself, what does it feel like? Are they energy vampires, or are they giving you energy? And when I am here talking to you about being your most productive self, we are not just talking time, we're talking energy. Your energy is what it takes to run your business and serve your clients at a high level and lead your team. And so if you have someone around you that is just draining your energy because they're negative, I would really encourage you to look at if you want to take that into 2022. All right. So I want you to answer these questions and work for yourself to clean the slate this last month of the year so you can double down on what is working, invest in what could work, and not waste any time on what has not been working for you or your business. Your 2021 baggage does not belong in 2022. So make a decision about what are the things you are not going to take in. This will create the time and space and opportunity for you to expand in other areas of your business that could truly, truly change the trajectory of your business. I've loved having you listen to this episode of Productivity Straight Talk, and I sure hope you found today's questions to be valuable for you and your business. I really encourage you to take action, to really sit with yourself, pen and paper, or putting the notes on your iPad, drinking a cup of coffee, sipping a glass of wine, whatever this looks like for you. Maybe it's sitting over lunch with your team. But really taking what I am inviting you to take today, which is asking this question of what is not working, and to choose to not take that into 2022, I think is an amazing exercise that can really be a game changer for you. No change, no change. Without taking action, nothing will change for you or your business. And I want to make one more last invitation. If you missed it at the beginning or you didn't hit pause and go check it out, if you are looking at what 2022 can look like for you and your business, and you want help creating a step-by-step business plan, i.e. planning your entire year in one day, then I invite you to join me for my Business Blueprint Full Day Workshop. You can learn more and join us by heading on over to amberdelagarza.com/blueprint. So that's my straight talk for you today. Until next time, have a productive week.